All right, narrative breakers, we're back at it again, and my hair is messed up as always. So, the Chinese TikTokers, they're exposing all of the American, I'm sorry, not American, all of the luxury brands from all across the world because we know America doesn't do luxury the best. We do a lot of things that's great, but when it comes to
I have opinions about this.
cars, clothing, we don't dominate those industries. So we know it's typically in Italy, Germany, etc. And we're seeing right now that TikTokers are exposing how a lot of the allegedly, let me put the alleged on there before I get a letter from Louis Vuitton, are allegedly creating a lot of their products in China while claiming that it's being sold and manufactured in countries like Italy. Why are they doing this? Well, I'll tell you, it's, in my opinion, I think it's good. It's good practice because if you're buying a Louis Vuitton bag and you think you're paying for something,
I don't know, like, I don't, personally, I don't buy it. This, these things are actually being made in China, and then, I don't know, like the luxury goods, I mean, because, like, let's just see
I
what
think
they
it
have
does
to
a
say.
better job of explaining what's going on in this.
Why are Chinese factories all over TikTok right now? Manufacturers like these
Because, here's why I say that. China is like the king of knockoffs, or like China's like the king of making knockoffs, right? So why wouldn't they, amid this tariff, fiasco, why wouldn't they say just buy direct from us because, like, it's the same thing, but I don't think it's the same. I think it's knockoffs because they're really good at, well, not that they're really good at knockoffs, but that they don't really have, like, what, copyright laws in China, like, anyway, this is stuff that I hear allegedly in game, whatever. But so, like, I just personally don't buy it. Like, I feel like these people could be trying to, like, scam, or, like, I don't know.
To expose what goes into making designer goods. They're breaking down how little it costs to put together
Maybe I'm all wrong, because at one point a lot of manufacturers moved their manufacturing to China. Is that correct? So, like, I don't know.
People are then asked to pay once a logo
They're very,
is
very
stuck
different.
onto an item.
It's being co-opted
They
by
claim
modern
designers
day.
like
Hold on. He wore a red outfit with a goat's head and a pentagon. Wait, who did? Oh, he wore a red outfit with a goat's head and a pentagram on it, and wore a white jacket with the same Latin words on the back of a $1 bill. The thing about that kind of symbolism is that it predates Satanism. Most of it is from Gnostic and paganism. It's being co-opted by modern day Satanism. You think it's the same thing? Very, very different. Do you think that Elon is like an actual S word, or do you think that, like, he was trying to do some kind of LARP or cosplay of some sort? I'll drink my tea. What, Nightbot?
Make the iconic but extremely pricey Birkin bag actually get their bags made in China, ship them to Europe to add their branding, and sell them to US customers for way more than it costs to make. That's the opposite of what Hermes says on its website, which doesn't mention China and has a map showing where they operate in France. So what are guys like this on about? It's all to do with US President Trump's tariffs. He announced 145% tariffs on most things coming from China into the USA. A tariff is basically a tax on stuff that's imported from other countries. That means, in theory, companies bringing goods from China into the US would have to pay the tariff to the US government. But that increase in cost often gets passed on to the customer, who ends up paying more for the product. Now, Chinese manufacturers have appeared to start trade war talk to fight back. They want people to know just how much is made in China and how that shouldn't be a marker of poor quality. Even pointing followers.
Aren't a lot of shoes made in China?
What do you call it? I guess because it's China, can we call it a red pill still?
Wasn't it like Adidas and stuff like that? or Nike or whatever, weren't they like called out for having sweatshops or something?
They are red pilling us some on showing us that they are providing.
But maybe that was that in China or was that in Africa?
Very good
Can't
quality,
remember.
because when you think about Chinese, you think of low
I feel
quality
like-
in addition
I
to
don't know. I don't
replicas.
know. Maybe
So they're
I'm-
saying that, hey, you got to change your perception
Your
of
shoes
this
are from
stuff.
America?
I know they're pushing out that these
The real people
replicas
who run the
are
world
coming
don't
from
put
China,
themselves out
and
in
they
the
make you
public.
think that the
Yeah.
authentic items are coming from like Italy and Spain and stuff.
I wouldn't.
It comes to find out that the replicas are
wouldn't.
being made sometimes in the same factories as the official products. Now, it's red pilling me a little bit because it's like, damn, you got an authentic Prada bag created right beside a replica. Like literally, sometimes these
New World
factories
Order
are
stuff has become
attached
a
to the
brand
same
as much
buildings
as
or they're
anything else.
walking distance from each other. It low-key red pilled me.
Was to buy copies directly from Chinese factories instead, so they're
For
not
me,
having
like
to
New
pay the
World Order stuff is stuff that comes from the WEF and like NATO and stuff.
retail
and, like,
price.
the
But there's a few
UN.
things dodgy about this. TikTok is banned in mainland China, so there's some suspicion about how these videos are appearing on people's For You page. One account many Americans have reacted to has now been removed. And not everyone's convinced the goods are the same as the real deal without designer tags.
Hmm. There we go. This is the
TikToks
first time
have,
I-
however, sparked a conversation about how transparent brands are, who really benefits from a trade war, and how luxury goods actually are.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what is the
Something about this though, it's just so hard for me to believe. I've watched this video like 3 times. So hard to believe that you're telling me the Hermes bag, the Birkin bags, etc., those are being made in China.
UK,
Someone got to come
yeah, I
in the
mean
comments
that's all
and just
part
straight
of
up
it,
call
right?
cap on this.
real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you.
The polyester that we wear from this garbage is one of the biggest problems. Yeah. Yeah. And like clothing is just getting like I don't know, like cheaper and faster, like, and I don't know. But see, I feel like that's part of like why Trump is trying to bring manufacturing back to America, is like bring back the quality and or I don't know.
Step by step.
I don't know,
First thing
guys.
first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers.
Make
One is
America
called
great
Beauty
again.
from Italy. And the second is Wine Hunniebee from Germany. And the third is Haas from
Holy, that's
France.
loud.
One piece of Togo
I mean, I'm sorry, but that doesn't does that look
leather, the
does it look
same
good?
leather as
Does
this
it look
one,
real?
will cost 400
I mean, I'm sure China has real leather.
to 50 USD. And one piece of the leather is only enough to make one Birkin, okay? The thread. And of course, for Hermes Birkin, the thread is also the best top level. It's called Fil Al Chinois from France. This is actually the Rolls Royce in thread. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. And then the hardware. See, this hardware is called 316 hardware. It's also known as the ocean stainless steel because it can withstand the erosion of seawater. It's the best stainless steel. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD. The edge oil. This edge oil is imported from Italy. It's called heat sealed edge oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining, it used lambskin imported from France. For each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And also inside, there is a zipper from Riri brand. And the zipper for one bag is 10 USD. And then the
Gets
cost.
into your body while you
I'm
sweat.
trying to figure out
Ooh,
what
oh no.
in the hell are
Hurts the
I'm just so confused
endocrine
too.
system?
I'm
Uh-oh.
really so confused by all this.
There's
And
no
then
way
it's
that's
like
a
they're
real
using
leather.
TikTok as the main source to get this information to us, and it's crazy because Donald Trump was the one that saved TikTok. It just shows that this shit is all business. We saw China just now praising Donald Trump for TikTok, and now there's a whole trade war situation. It really is all about money and business. There is no friendship in this. It's about, okay, you helped us save money here, now you messing with our money there. And like the more I look at stuff like this, it makes me really question the whole morality of our
Okay,
world.
okay.
I'm serious. It makes me
I knew it. I knew these guys would say something. For those of you falling for the exposing luxury goods videos, saw those videos of Chinese showing luxury bags. 1, these are knockoffs, just like I said. Louis Vuitton or Dior looks similar, but if you know the details, you can clearly see. Big brands produce the bags in Italy and France, they are buying out all the suppliers in Italy to vertically integrate. Yes, some big brands produce in China apparel, but they clearly show it's made, in China and the quality is superb. I know people doing this job yes, there have been cases where they use Chinese subcontractors in Italy to make some components. Some are illegal and have been reported, some are legitimate. Like in LA Fashion District or Manchester, there are lots of foreigners working. 5. The big brands don't cut corners. Yes, the manufacturing costs are a fraction of the retail price, but you have no idea the insane work and costs there are behind building a luxury brand. That's for another post. Okay, so that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Let's see, what's Lowry saying about it? Lowy? Oh, he hasn't posted in 2 years. What? Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna give that a like. And that's what I thought.